Jared has a name for this trip. What do you call it? Are you still hashtagging it?
I didn't hashtag anything yet.
Yes, you did. You did like WZAZNP something.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so we don't have a name for this trip
We
anymore.
do. It's the Williams AZ2 CANPT.
See, I told you had a name.
Arizona to California National Park trip.
Um,
2021. Where are we right now?
it is called Wasson Peak. I will try to speak up because it is windy.
What national park are we in?
We are still in Saguaro National Park. However, we are on the west side, and I forget the name of the district. We got in the evening, and we're at Gilbert Ray Campground, which is quite lovely. Flushing toilets, but no showers, and no fire rings and no fires.
That sucked.
So,
Still sucks. We're here for 2 nights.
and the weather's like decent. Like it was still in the 40s when we went to bed. It was spectacular.
We don't know how we picked a campground without campfire.
There wasn't anything else around here.
Oh,
And
yeah, that's
and the national park campgrounds aren't open. So we were in bed kind of early. We played a hand of rummy and we walked the whole campground. Jared finished the tonic or the gin or both.
There's like that much gin left, and I finished most of the tonic. I had a good G&T walking around the campground.
Slept spectacular on my new sleeping pad. Jared, new pillow.
My new pillow is a definite buy. I'll show you guys when we get back to the campground.
It's inflatable.
Yeah.
We were up a pretty normal time, 7:30ish, got moving. It was about a 20-minute drive to this trailhead. So to come up to Wasson Peak, I wanted to do a loop, but the place that you can do that is closed because they're building a parking lot. So I had to turn it into an out and back and use a different trail, which sucks. So it was about 3.5 up here is what the maps say, but we think it was longer.
It felt longer.
It took us 2 hours. It's pretty high up. I'll have to check the elevation. I want to say it's like 7,800 feet, but I could be completely making that up. I don't know. Lots of switchbacks, lots of up.
I didn't think it was bad.
It wasn't, but I've been climbing all morning in my new boots, and I'm developing blisters on my heels from the pressure hitting on the back of them. So
You haven't had a good camping trip.
I've had a great camping trip
You had to get a new sleeping pad,
with minor problems.
a new phone.
Oh, I forgot about the phone.
What else did you get? That's
Nothing
it?
yet. But I did pack us hot breakfast, so we just had a dehydrated scrambled egg, sausage, hash browns, and peppers for breakfast, and then I had my favorite coffee in a can for breakfast. My nitro cold brew, and so far this and Blue Mesa in Petrified are my 2 favorites of this trip so far. Oh, also last night we did that scenic drive in Saguaro through the cactus forest. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was neat.
That was a very pretty, and it was kind of getting to be dusk, so like the sun was really pretty setting over the.
We learned that saguaro cactus die if it is below freezing for over 20 hours. So there were 2 cold snaps in the 60s and 80s that killed off a ton of cactus from the cactus forest.
And they continued to die. Well, so basically in their first like couple years of life, they only grow an inch. So once they start growing arms, they're usually like 70, 80 years old. So the ones like tall ones you see with arms are usually around like 150 years old. So they're really old. And since they grow so slow at first, when all the people came out here and all the land was suffering from overgrazing, all the cows were trampling all the baby little saguaro, which like killed all the population. So they basically, when this became a national park, they got the legislation changed to not allow free-range cattle anymore so that the saguaro could start making a comeback.
Good story.
It's not a story, it's fact.
I know.
Factual
I'm
information.
impressed you remembered all that.
I remember important things. I don't remember non-important things, like my Google password when I have to reset an entire phone.
You have a new phone.
I do.
mean, it's a nice phone.
All right. We have company, so we won't annoy them with our vlogging. So we'll see you next time.
Okay.